So if you are new to the channel, my name is Trevor and welcome. This is a Galaxy A17 5G, a budget phone from Samsung, and it's my first experience with the A17. I previously had the A16 on the channel and I really wasn't a fan of the device. And I'm curious to see what this one is like. 7 or 6 years of software updates from Samsung. So off the rip, I can tell you guys right now, yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, especially being a budget phone. Now, if you are currently in the market for a budget phone, this phone right now is on sale at Best Buy for $169. Now, regular price is $199, but for $169, it's pretty much a good deal in my opinion. And as you guys know, there is no charger in the box. Pretty much a common thing. It's almost expected. You do get a charging cable, which I'm sure is in there somewhere, but you didn't come to watch this video for the charging cable. So let me just close this back up and stop wasting my time, your time. I got plenty of cables all around the house, so no big deal. So that's the box. Got it in this beautiful blue color, whatever the blue color is called from Samsung. But here is the device. Let's go ahead and rip off this protective film. And no, this isn't a fake unboxing. I actually just opened the phone right here on camera. Maybe I should use this tab here, you know, the one that's pretty much there for you to rip open. And there we go. Check out this thing here. Pretty nice blue color, I'll be honest with you. I like how thin it is. It is a pretty thin profile. That blue is really nice as well. Look at that reflection there. Going to be a fingerprint matting I can see. But triple camera setup on the back. I believe it's a 50 megapixel main, 5 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro with a 13 megapixel camera in the front. Full HD Super AMOLED display. That was pretty much the thing that got me excited for it, because I'm like, Full HD Super AMOLED display for 170 bucks. It's a pretty solid deal there. I'm not sure about the other technical specs in terms of like dual speakers, but I do know for sure there is a micro SD card slot there, and it also doubles as a SIM tray slot for your SIM card, and it also has eSIM. So if you like eSIM, you have that as well. And a fingerprint scanner on the side that doubles as a power button, volume up and down keys, microphone up top. But overall, it's a pretty good looking phone. I like this blue color a lot, maybe because of how it's reflecting and everything. Definitely plastic. But let me clean this area up, man. It's kind of messy. But yeah, 169, man. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this device has 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage. So not the most RAM. And that's one of the main concerns that I did have getting this phone. The RAM is probably not going to be the best, at least the RAM management. So you may have to use that RAM boost mode, but personally, I'm not a fan of it. So let me go ahead and get some information in this device here. Enough of me rambling on. I'm gonna pause the video here and I'll be right back. 1 second, y'all. All right, everyone, I am back and I have my information on the phone. This is the Galaxy A17 5G. And one thing I want to say off the rip is it is a fingerprint magnet. So prepare to be wiping the back of this phone off all day. It just attracts a lot of fingerprints. I don't know if that's a big deal to you as a user, but it is to me, and I just don't like a fingerprint smudgy phone here. And if you hear noise in the background, that's my dog. He's playing with his ball right now. But fingerprint scanner works pretty well. And the display is actually really nice too. It's a full HD Super AMOLED display. You can see you got that notch up there. One negative already that I can call out is the borders on the screen. It's you know, it's obnoxiously big. And I adjusted expectations when it came to this phone here. I am used to Motorola phones and I'm used to, you know, there's basically smaller bezels on the displays. And I'm actually kind of surprised by how massive this one is. Cameras actually look pretty good too. I was kind of surprised at the quality. I'll go over that in the full review. And another negative thing that I'm not a fan of is the lower firing speaker here, or the single firing speaker, I should say. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I think it should have been a dual speaker because competition has dual speakers in this price category. So it doesn't make sense why Samsung can't make that happen. A little disappointing, honestly. This is a little disappointing. 90 hertz refresh rate, I'm not gonna knock that, although competition has 120 hertz. This is 90 hertz, but it's full HD Super AMOLED. So even with how far Android has come with the optimization, it's just still a little laggy. It's not gonna be the fastest thing in the world, but it is performing well right now. And as far as the processor that's in here, it is the Samsung Exynos 1330 processor, and not the core chipset. It has the Mali G68 for the GPU, 128 gigs of internal storage in this device. So I'm definitely gonna be gaming on it to see how the gaming performance does. I might use it as a daily driver over the next week or so. Just all depends because I get a little frustrated easily. So I do expect frustration to come with this device here. 5,000 milliamp hour battery in this device. It's 25 watts fast charge. That is wired, no wireless charging capabilities here. NFC is in it. I'm not sure the Bluetooth level, but obviously you have Bluetooth. And as you guys can see, we're on Wi-Fi 5, so it's not Wi-Fi 6. At least I haven't seen it yet. I've been using the phone for about an hour now. I haven't seen it. And other than that, I mean, solid phone. I mean, it gets the job done. Everything has been a decent experience so far. I'm going to put it through its paces to see exactly what the real performance is like, because everything can be kind of like in the butterfly stages. So you know how you get a new phone and you're using it and all that good stuff, and then after about a week or two you're like, I'm not really feeling this. So I'm going to see how I feel in about a week or two and give you guys a full review and let you know how I feel about the Galaxy A17 5G and if it's a good device for you to pick up. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.